This video is for this So You Think You Got a Shoal training, AISAP tool, exercise 2, add AIS data to a project. Before starting, you need to make sure you have an AISAP account with a username and password. Also, you need to have completed exercise 1. If you haven't yet, please pause and go back and do so. The exercise goal is to learn how to search the AISAP library for AIS data and add AIS data to a project. The first step is to log onto the AISAP site. As you can see, I have already done. Then you want to log in with your user email and password. Again, you can't click the login button until you fill in these fields. Step 2 is choose the folder training from the folder drop-down menu that you created in exercise 1. So go to where it says folder, I click the down arrow, and I'm going to choose the folder training, which we created in exercise 1. Step 3 is now to choose the project Calculus example that we created. So we see that projects now appears, and from the drop-down menu, I'm going to choose Calculus example. The next step is I'm going to add a data source to the project. As you can see right now, it says source in red, it says none. To edit a source, to edit or add, you click on this orange pencil. You're brought to a new screen that says find requests in AISAP library. In the request ID field here, type in 198601. This request ID is associated with AIS data for the Calculus area for the week of May 1 to 5, 2019. Suppose you don't know the request ID, you can search for a request. You could leave this blank and suppose put in a start and end time. So if you wanted data for January 2021, you'd enter the start time and end time. Or you can click on draw area and draw a geofence around the area that you're looking for data for. Anyway, I entered my request ID. Now I click on search library. This is step 6 of the exercise. Your screen will update. Now the map will have a box around the request area. We can see here the request box. It's in black. Scroll down on the left side of the screen to see the list of requests found. For this example, there should be only one result which matches the request ID you asked AISAP to retrieve. Step 8 is to go ahead and select this request ID. Step 9 is to next click the green Add Selected IDs button, which we see right here. Now for step 10, it's to look under this project data source, to make sure the request ID matches what we just chose, and that's the 198601. So since that is correct, we can now go back to project details. So I'm clicking on this button, back to project details. So now I just want to double check that our source has been added. So before source was empty, now you can see source has the request number that we added to it. That is the end of exercise 2.